What's going on, CoinOpTV subscribers? Robert Welkney here, and just want to do a little video intro for this video that you're about to watch, or hopefully you're about to watch and you haven't clicked away because you saw my face. But this is a special archive of the live show interview with Sandeep Parikh. A lot of guys might know him from The Guild, played Zabo on The Guild, and then he also has his other show, Legend and Neil, which is really popular. A show that he's been doing recently, The Supers. Guy's just been on TV, on web shows. He's just a great guy. We've become friends over the year. But way back in the day, I used to do a live show, CoinOpTV Live, and you know, those episodes aren't archived like well on the YouTube, and I thought, let me bring some of those back, put them on my channel. So this episode with Sandeep actually aired originally January 29th, 2009. If you can believe that. It's me and Haley Bright, my co-host. Brian Gramo's in there somewhere too. We had a producer, camera people, lights. It was great. It was fun. What I did was I sort of just went back and sort of pulled some clips. This doesn't include any clips from the Guild. It's a little shorter. It's trimmed for time or whatever. And, if you can find, the original, that's cool. But, this is kind of the meat and potatoes. So I'll stop talking. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, what your favorite part of this video is. If you watch the whole thing, or maybe just some parts, you want more of these. Let's check out Sandeep Parikh. So what do you tell people? You walk up to me on the street corner and say, hey, I heard you're in this Guild thing. What's it all about?
I tell them that it's about a group of online gamers that decide to meet each other face-to-face for the first time. And basically my character, the stalker, the lovable stalker, as you so kindly put, shows up at the doorstep of Felicia Day's character, Codex, because we've been flirting online for a while, or I interpret it as flirting because some winkies have dropped into our chat, which you may know as semicolon parentheses. And so I interpret that as true love. I mean, obviously she digs me, so then my character, not I, show up at her doorstep and decide to move in, and she can't really kick me out because I'm a really good DPS guy for their guild, so she kind of has to deal with the issue, and then because of that inspires all the rest of the guild members to get together, and we all meet each other for the first time face to face, and hilarity ensues.
Hilarity ensues. I like. I think it's from the first episode. My favorite line from you is, "Our keyboard chemistry is undeniable." When you meet Codex and you're rapping and stuff. Was that something you came up with?
No, that's a Felicia line. I do a fair amount of improv, but Felicia writes some really funny stuff, so it makes it easy. When you write such a specific character, it's easy to speak in his voice and kind of improvise. So it's a testament to her abilities.
All right,
but that was definitely her line. She gets full credit. She gets
credit for that.
Yeah,
cool. Thanks, Felicia, for that cool line. I got one more question, then we're going to open up the door, some chatters, and after that we're going to come back, talk about the Legend Neil, have a good time. Speaking of the way you talk and your dialogue, I see that Zabu has sort of a rhythm to him. Like when he speaks, it's like you can only get out like 6 words at a time or something like that. Is that a conscious thing? Are you like limited with your breath and how much lines of dialogue you can get out?
Oh, I'm sure it's a bad acting thing. I don't think it's. I don't act really professionally. Really, I did this because Felicia wrote a part for me, because we do improv together, and then she was like, oh, I think you'd be great in this little web show idea that I have, and then it became a big deal, and so I was like, yeah, of course I'll do it. I'll do anything, Felicia. She's really fun to improv with. So I just never thought it would turn into this sort of awesome thing.
So you're not thinking
no, I thought the script was very good, but I just didn't see, I had no idea that there was such a fan following for WoW, and then it would translate to the guild like this. So cool.
But so consciously you're not speaking like Twitter speak. You can get like 140 characters in, it seems like you're consciously only saying like a limited thing, and that's it, like with your dialogue.
What do you mean? It's kind of like
is that your character? Is that the way you talk?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely try to. I don't know. I try to just I just interpret it as I think Felicia would want it. I really just live to please Felicia, basically.
Who doesn't?
Felicia's getting more plugs than the DCD tonight now.
Yeah,
that's good.
Seriously. She's anyway, she's a good person.
All right,
what was it? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't do it on purpose per se. I think it's just like, oh, that's kind of. I envision the character speaks very fast, and he puts apostrophe D's at the end of words, and he's kind of he does some elite speak and all that kind of stuff. So.
All right, cool. Yeah, I
that's
just
who he
wanted to
is.
delve in a bit.
Did I?
No, that was
Did
great.
I answer the question well?
You're doing well.
Jesus. It's kind of awkward in here.
Brian,
It's time for me.
Brian, we did find out something new, though. He's not an actor, though. I don't know who was this guy. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
He could be acting right now. He could be acting right now.
Yeah, you
but
never
I
know.
do. I'm gonna say right now, when I ask him to do a shout out at the end of the show, like, hey, and you're watching the stream.tv, I'm gonna ask you to say streamed at the end because I have to because
Okay.
I'm that nerdy.
I'll do it.
All right, cool.
I just do as I'm told.
Let's open the floodgates. Haley Bright says there's some questions, comments, concern. Let's see what we got over there, Haley, for Sandeep.
Well, there's a lot of questions, so I will get started. Okay, this was one of my favorites. Illin Basketball wants to know, is the guild available for download or purchase off of iTunes?
That's a good question. You can go to the website at watchtheguild.com and find out I'm pretty sure it's available for download on iTunes. I don't know if it costs any money or not.
Actually, I actually do know this from being just a huge fan of the guild. You can purchase it off the Zune Marketplace for download right now. I don't know when it's going to go onto iTunes, but the new season 2, you watch it Xbox Live in HD, MSN Video, find it there, search through their homepage, and if you want to buy it and purchase it, it's the Zune Marketplace for you
Dude,
guys.
you saved me.
I'm there for you, buddy.
I was
Whatever you
falling
need,
fast.
Zabu. I'm right here.
I just know it's everywhere. I don't know where. Like it's in certain places and not in certain places. And you did a nice recap. That was it's pretty money.
Cool. All right, Haley, let's see what else we got. Let's get a few going, and then we're going to go over to the Legend of Neil.
Okay, Unknown Turtle wants to know, will there be a next season with Guild versus Guild?
Oh, like is he asking? Will there be a rival guild? Maybe that's what he's asking. I can't give away.
That's what he's asking.
I can't give away any. I actually don't know. So I would be just completely lying if I acted. Yeah, so because Felicia keeps that pretty under wraps.
It's like Lucas with the screen
Yeah,
plays,
it's in
Okay,
many
next
ways.
question.
Give me another one, Haley.
Okay,
like
Sean
Lucas.
wants to know, do you have any similarities between you and your character on the Guild?
We're both Indian.
All right.
We're
It's tough
both
to act.
like 5'4". We both look like me. No.
Are you a Warcraft player?
I play Warcraft now. I wasn't before doing the guild, but it kind of got me into. I had to try it out at that point.
Yeah.
Once a role is now, and I do fantasy. I love fantasy novels, and I've played Ultima Online and some other stuff when I was younger. But I kind of stayed away from World of Warcraft for the whole fear of getting too addicted kind of thing. And then I had to do it for the guild, man. So yeah, I play a gnome warlock because I wanted to really get into. I wanted to be method.
Oh yeah.
For that specific, and plus I think gnomes are kind of cool. I don't know. People kind of hate on gnomes, but I think they're kind of badass. I don't know. I'm short. I was always short and picked on for being short. So then I'm like, F that. I want to be a short magician online who can kill people with fireballs.
Oh, fireballs. You could have thought of something more tempting than fireballs.
Or whatever. My wand. I use my wand a lot. And the shadow. What's that thing called? I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble now because I don't remember the names of everything. Everybody's gonna be like, "What? He doesn't really play."
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm level 39, but I don't memorize every little. Jeez.
Well, speaking of Warcraft and things, I know you guys went to BlizzCon last year and stuff. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah, we couldn't walk 5 feet without people being like, "Holy crap, it's Zabu!"
Yeah.
Which was such a surreal experience. It was amazing. They gave us a booth. Blizzard's been so cool to us. They actually gave us a copy of the game. That's kind of at that point there was no excuses to not play. You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, it costs money. It's a thing. But then they're like, here's your first taste of the crack, man. Get addicted. And so yeah, they've been awesome to us. Even though Felicia's been like, we're not like our characters are not playing World of Warcraft. Like we're playing sort of an ambiguous game so that it can appeal to gamers across the board, kind of thing. And also, you don't want to step on copyright or whatever. So she's always kept that ambiguous. But Blizzard has embraced us and our fan base, and they set up a panel, and the panel was jam packed with thousands of people. It was crazy.
Wow.
It was really fun.
That sounds like fun. That sounds like fun.
And Vork did stand up. I don't know if you guys.
Oh, really?
I'm sure there's clips of that online.
Did he tear
hilarious.
Did he tear it down?
It was hilarious. Yeah, he did it because Jeff. He did it in character, and it was. You just have to see it. It's so ridiculously funny.
Very cool. I want to show our little teaser clip of you, and then we'll take a couple more questions, and then we'll sort of move on with things. So we've got the this was the teaser, I guess, for season 2 with you doing some acting here, some funny stuff. Let's check out another clip, Brian. Season 1 is on DVD. The website is watchtheguild.com. We're gonna go to Haley and get some more Guild questions. Haley, how are things going over there?
There's a lot of questions.
What do you
I'm
got
just going to
for
have to
us?
start rattling them off.
Okay, I'll try to answer them fast.
Okay, great. Let's see. An honest fraud wants to know, if you could be any video game character, what would you be? Or who would you be?
Oh man, that's a good question. Maybe a good segue, because I would definitely be Zelda. Not Zelda, Link. Wow, I'm blowing it.
Common mistake. It's all right.
I'd do Zelda. You know what I'm saying?
All right, give us another one, Haley. We got Link. It would be his
Okay.
answer.
Maybe Link.
Let's see. The DCD wants to know, when's Zabu gonna hook up with Cody?
Oh, I can't give that away.
Or, sorry, Codex.
I can't give that away. If that's gonna happen at all, I can't say. I'm sorry.
All right, Gun
People
Legend
wanna
wants to
see it,
know
though.
what your favorite rock band instrument is and why.
Rock band. What-
Drums, unless I'm tipsy, then it's singing.
Cool. All right, Haley, a couple more.
Oh, same type of question. Nope, can't read that one. Hold on. How did you actually become part of the guild?
So you're saying Felicia was sort of a buddy of yours?
Yeah, we improv together at this place called The Empty Stage, and then she wrote me the part. So that was that. And then I read it and I liked it, and then we did it.
Are you like would you go out for like movie roles and stuff now? Are you like auditioning yourself? pimping
Oh
out?
yeah, like I said, I don't. Acting is not like at the forefront of my career goals. So I mean, I mostly am a writer director. So that's and just sort of living in that world is enough work than going out and doing all the auditions. So if anyone wants to write me a role, I'm happy to read it and maybe do it. But it's just such a time sink to do the whole auditioning thing. So I kind of stick to the writing and directing.
All right, cool. Well, let's get to your latest project here, and we can still talk Guild and everything as we go. But The Legend of Neil, this is like your baby now. Like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not a one-hit wonder. What is Legend of Neil all about?
So Legend of Neil, I mean, I've always been making stuff as a writer-director since I kind of came out to LA about 5 years ago, and I did stuff for Channel101.com, which I don't know if you know about those guys.
Yeah,
but
on
I did.
DirecTV?
Yeah, I did some pilot. No, not DirecTV. It's this really cool. If you haven't seen it, go to Channel101.com. It's awesome. All these LA filmmakers, they make these little television pilots, like 5-minute pilots, and then they screen them at CineSpace, and then the audience votes on who gets brought back for like a second episode.
Oh.
And then the new pilots go up against the episodes, and then basically the live audience has complete control over what that channel is all about. So once your stuff gets canceled, it gets canceled, you move on, you make another thing. And you have a month to do the next episode, because every screening is every month. And so originally I did Legend of Neil. I did a couple things for them, Raptor and Blood Oath of 3 Men and a Baby, which is insane. And that just got me in the groove of sort of making stuff. I made The Legend of Neil actually they had a television show, Acceptable TV, on VH1. And then by the time I made Legend of Neil, that show unfortunately got canceled. And so then I just put it up on YouTube just because I thought it was pretty good and people would like it. And it got like 300,000 hits and all this buzz about it. And Comedy Central came along and they were like, hey, make more of these, which I always wanted to do. And they threw a budget at us, and we made 6 more episodes, and I'm really happy with them. And then they picked up, for the first time ever, I believe, they picked up a second season of a web show. So
So fantastic.
Yeah. So,
Season
pretty
2,
cool.
The Legend of Neil will be in the making.
yeah, we're doing it now. We're in pre-production. So if I'm a little haggard, it's because we're already starting the 12-hour days of pre-pro.
Very nice. Let me just get to a couple questions I have here, and then we'll get back to the viewers. So, I was watching some of Legend of Neil, and it's kind of famous that Link is a lefty. And I noticed in some of the episodes he kind of goes righty and then lefty. Are you messing with us, or these? What's going on
First of all, it's not Link going through the game. It's Neil. Neil gets sucked into the game, and Neil's a righty.
Ah.
Second of all, if occasionally he flips to lefty, that's because I was. Let's just say we cheated a little bit, and we were very hurried on a lot of shooting days, and we're racing against time, and so sometimes the line got flipped, and then in post I flipped it back and was like,
Really?
whatever. And then I figured that people would just be like, it's just another thing to talk about and be like, hey, he's lefty in that shot. What the f?
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
All right, cool.
It's about the comedy of it. So.
I wasn't sure, if Neil was struggling to become Link as he traveled through.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you like that? You gonna go with it? Haley, what do we got going on your side there?
Actually, Black Nerd Comedy says that they met the guild at Comic-Con and that you guys are awesome. They love you.
Wait, is that the Scooby-Doo guy?
Yeah, Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the show.
He was hilarious. We did this little Comic-Con video where we went around asking people who they were going to vote for, Obama, and we asked costumed characters, and he gave the most hilarious response, which you can find on YouTube. He's a funny dude.
Very funny guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need a tall, young, black, handsome gentleman for the Legend of Neil, he's a good man to pick.
Sweet.
I'll consider it.
Awesome.
We'll consider it. All right. I want a percentage of this.
Oh, you're his agent?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Is this what this is all about? Basically, you're just trying to get that dude jobs?
That deal, yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm
We love
kidding.
Andre. We love Andre.
Oh, speaking of dudes and jobs, so we had Scott Chernoff as a guest. For,
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he does the video games live theater with the puppets.
Yeah.
He was on a guest like 2 years ago on CoinOpTV, and I just want to say, hey, we know him, and that's cool. He's
He's our Ganon. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Very funny
Dude,
guy.
talk about a skilled improviser, man. That guy is unreal. You just let him go. Him and Eric Acosta. Eric Acosta plays the Wizrobe, his trusty sort of sidekick in the show, and the two of them. I give them a script, and I'm just like, yeah, go ahead and give me the lines once as I wrote them, and then never again, because they just go off on these amazingly hilarious. I can't wait to put that stuff on the DVD because it's just really funny.
Very good.
Those guys are great.
And you guys at home, if you want to see Scott, he was in episode 116 of CoinOpTV Live. Let's go back to you, Haley Bright.
Okay, so let's see. Dicksite wants to know, did you always want to write for TV, or was there another career that you were aspiring to before you got into this?
Good question, and thank you for the question. I was a computer science major when I went to school, and so I was kind of thinking about getting into video games and video game design and stuff like that. And but then I got the film bug when I filmed my own. Like three friends of mine and I took one summer to shoot our own short about a pizza delivery guy and the secret underworld of pizza delivery and what happens from when you call to when he comes to your doorstep. Apparently it's a world of espionage and all this kind of stuff. So it was a really fun shoot, and we had no idea what we were doing. We had no budget at all. It was 40 locations. It was absolutely, if I saw that script now, I'd be like, it was like, oh, make this for $2,000. I'd just be like, no, that's impossible. But that's the kind of just the pure stupid ambition I had at the time, and I just fell in love with the process. And at that point, I told my parents, who wept, that I wanted to be a filmmaker and spent a year in New York writing plays and scripts and stuff like that. And then I just finally made the move over to LA and never looked back. So.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that you got some success that you're back to work upon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the phrase to say.
I don't know if that's a sentence.
Sounds good.
We'll roll with it.
All right, Haley, give me a couple more, and then I've got what I'm calling 5 quickie questions for Sandeep.
Okay.
A little challenge, so be on guard.
I'm scared.
But Haley, give me some more of your easy questions for now.
All right, well, Ilan Basketball, something like that, I think that's how you say his name. He wants to know, what do you do for fun outside of the guild?
What do I do for what do I do?
That's a harder question to answer than this guild and Warcraft stuff.
I'd like to hang out with my friends a lot and imbibe beverages, and party with them. And I like to do I like sporting activities of sorts. I was once a gymnast, so I try to stay in shape, but it's just now that Legend Neil sort of taken over my life, I'm getting gross again and not working out. But my Thursday night softball, yeah,
Oh.
I lead off. I play shortstop. It's not a big deal. Whatever. I bat over 500, but whatever. I don't have to talk about it.
Cool, very good. All right, Haley, give me a couple more there.
There's a lot.
There's a bunch. Cupcheck wants to know, how many episodes of the guild do you tape in a day?
Oh, that's a good question. The first season, I think we taped multiple episodes in a day. The second season, we mostly were like doing like an episode a day, a day of shooting, or kind of spread. I mean, I think there's just more production value being put into the second season, so we could sort of afford to, I guess, take our time and not necessarily. Well, though that's not really true because it was crazy. It was a crazy shoot. It was crazy fun, but it was like, we were under time pressure to get all these pages in, and which is always a fun challenge. It's not like a TV show where you have the luxury if something messes up, you can just throw money at it. Like you have these people working sometimes for free or very little, and you have to value their time, and so. You gotta shoot quickly. It's always the worst feeling in the world when, as an actor, you're flubbing your line over and over again, and these guys are like working for nothing, holding holding a heavy camera, and you're just like, I'm so sorry. Please don't please don't hate me. It's a fun set though. I don't want to make it seem like it's crazy.
Well, the reward is the material got out there. Lots of people have seen it. So
Totally.
So that'll make the
a lot of sweat, blood, and
work.
tears go into each and every episode. And
Haley, give me one more. How are things going over there?
One more, but I have so many.
All right, well, give me one more for now.
Okay, busygamer.com wants to know, are you attending any cons anytime soon? Specifically, maybe in Texas, or any panels that you're going to be speaking on?
These guys are in Texas.
Is that a South by Southwest call? Is that what that is? I don't know if I'm going to make it out to South by this year. I don't know if certainly if they invited us to a panel, I would definitely do it. But I don't
We're going to see you in the San Diego Comic-Con?
I'm definitely doing the San Diego Comic-Con.
PAX?
We're actually premiering the Legend of Neil at the San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, the Legend of Neil. Wow,
the
that's
second
cool.
season.
So you're going to have a panel, like show off the Legend of Neil?
All I know is I got an email saying, we're going to premiere the second season at Comic-Con. I don't know what that means, if it's a panel or if it's like in the parking lot. I don't actually know what that means, but all I know is that's the plan for Comedy Central and for us.
Cool, we'll be looking forward to that.
PAX, I definitely want to do PAX again. That was
PAX?
super fun.
We're going to get back to some questions, but I got my quickies, my 5
Okay.
quickies. Guys in the green, ladies in the green room,
Nail
and
me.
gentlemen, can I get like a drum roll or something? We're going to do 5 quickie questions for Sandeep. Bring that blood temperature up. Get
Okay.
hyper. You feeling it?
Let's do
Here
it.
we go.
Let's do these.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how funny are you?
7.
Haley,
7.5.
what rhymes with Zelda?
Melda.
How many cast
not a
members
word.
are featured on the Guild DVD cover?
Oh, 6.
Bowser, male or female?
He's a hermaphrodite.
2009 will be awesome because...
Because second season of Legend of Neil will be out.
Woo!
I need a cigarette.
You won this Diablo
Oh, it's not.
3 fun ball for being a
really?
good sport. There you are, sir.
I have 2 of these, but now I have a third.
Listen, with 3 you can juggle.
That's true. That is true.